All right, let's look at the legal side. And here's Jonathan Turley reacting to today's breaking news. He wrote, quote, Democrats pulled the greatest political con job ever on Americans. It is now finally unraveling. He joins us now with more. Do you see criminal activity? If so, who should be worried tonight?
Well, there's a lot of people worried in the city tonight. This is the great reveal that John Ratcliffe was promising, and there's more to come. The important thing about this, Sean, is that it confirms things that we knew, and it gives us things that we did not know. We always knew, not always, but we knew earlier in July 2016, Brennan briefed Obama to say that Hillary Clinton was planning to create a Russian collusion scandal for Trump to distract from her email scandal. He briefed the president on that, and then months later, he played a critical role in overruling CIA analysts and including the Steele dossier. We also know that the Clinton campaign lied to the media, denied they had funded the Steele dossier, and indeed hid that funding as legal expenses by Mark Elias, the general counsel at that time of the Clinton campaign. And all of this required this all-on-deck effort, the government, the campaign, the media. That's why when you see the reaction of the media today, it's clear that no matter what is produced, you can show a dozen heads in a duffel bag, and they're still not impressed. And the reason is that for most of the media, this is not coverage. It would be a confession. That is, if they actually cover this story, they are confessing their own role in what may be the greatest political hit job in history.
Does this grand conspiracy investigation, in your mind, go further? When they verified the authenticity of Hunter's laptop, and then the FBI systematically went out to pre-bunk it, meeting weekly with big tech, knowing the story was coming out by Bob Costello, and then the 51 former intel agents. And then I would argue for 2024, lawfare and weaponization were used to bloody up Trump so he'd never be a viable candidate. My question, are we looking at the possibility that cinder blocks by deep state operatives are put on the scales of not one, not two, but three presidential elections? Are we looking at that possibility? Jonathan Turley.
Well, Sean, there is a nefarious pattern here in terms of these elections. But these people are not out of the woods. I think people like Brennan believe that the statute of limitations for perjury will protect him. His testimony before Congress, in my view, stands directly contradicted by this evidence. The problem for him is that there's a suggestion that this was an ongoing conspiracy, and that would extend that statute of limitations. But the greatest problem of all is that they're going to be called back to Congress. They're going to be asked these questions again. And either they're going to take the Fifth Amendment or they're going to have to come up with something different from what they said before, in my view. What is really astonishing is to see Brennan and Clapper say, we never relied on the Steele dossier, when Brennan intervened to make sure that the Steele dossier was part of that assessment.
They'll plead the Fifth. 100 to 1 odds. I'll give them to you tonight. That's my prediction. We will follow it. It's very serious. I think it could be, as Senator Grassley characterized it, as the biggest scandal in American history. It's unfolding. We'll have all the updates. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.